The following broadcast is the Westfield Roundball Game of the Week, brought to you by Brandon Outfitters, Planners First, David Reagan Ford, Sonic America's Drive-In, Com South, and proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics, Bill and Laura Amos. Now for the Middle Georgia Sports Network's pregame show, presented by Brandon Outfitters. Here are your hosts, Kenny Kofer and Brett Taylor.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the Hornets Nest. I'm Brett Taylor. Alongside me, filling in for Kenny tonight, is Tim Thompson, our cameraman from football, and he's decided to join me here tonight. Guess he's glutton for punishment, but welcome into the Brandon Outfitters pregame show. And welcome, Tim. Glad to have you on the broadcast here tonight as the Lady Hornets will be taking on the Westminster Lady Wildcats out of Augusta.
Thanks, Brett. We're excited. Got the music going. Everybody's watching them shoot these shots out here. I'm excited.
Yeah, and Tim's licking his wounds a little bit as I had to put a thumping on him in the old horse game right before the broadcast started here tonight. But we got here a little early and enjoyed some pregame festivities to the expense of Tim.
I'm just setting you up for failure for next time, buddy.
I hear you. So let's go over a little bit of the region standings as Westfield went up and got a huge victory on the road at Gatewood, who was undefeated overall and undefeated in the region in Westfield. The Lady Hornets went up on Tuesday and got a huge victory over the Gators of Gatewood. And Westfield is now, the Lady Hornets sit at second place in the region. They're a game behind Gatewood at 4-2, and Gatewood's at 5-1 in the region. And the Westminster Lady Wildcats sit in last place currently, but their overall record is outstanding, 16-5. And we were talking to some folks earlier how they just kind of dismantled the Lady Hornets up in Augusta, but then have lost some games to some teams that the Lady Hornets have, quite frankly, run out of the gym, and it's just can't figure out if maybe Westminster has had some bad games or if Westfield just had a bad game up there. I'm sure it's probably a combination of both, and we hope to see a pretty close ball game here tonight, Tim.
Yeah, that's just one of those things, Brett. Football and baseball a little different, but basketball, it's any day. Depends on how the baskets are falling.
You're right. It's harder in some of those other sports for an underdog to get a victory, but you're right, in basketball it's just all depends on how well you shoot. And as of late, the Lady Hornets have been shooting it well and playing very good defense, and they got two huge victories last weekend and defeated two big rivals, and that's always a good motivation. And then they went up to Eatonton and took down the Lady Gators from Gatewood, who were, as I said, were undefeated before that at 20-0, and I believe they play John Millage tonight, so it could be a good outcome for this the region standings for the Lady Hornets if they can get a W here tonight, and maybe John Millage can sneak up and beat Gatewood and put them on a little bit of a losing streak. Westfield could get up there at the top of the region standings, tied for first. But first things first, they got to take care of business here tonight against the Lady Wildcats. And I tell you what, just looking at the numbers, it's amazing how many players that Westminster brings into this. The Hornets Nest here tonight.
I counted 14 or 15 out there earlier, Brett.
Yeah, and some very, very good size. So you would have to think that Westfield is going to have to play swarming defense, especially inside. They've had some trouble with some big players down low. And I guess, Tim, the best way to do that is just play really good team defense and rebound the ball as well as you can.
That's right. You got to get inside the box, get down there, get those rebounds.
Yeah, absolutely. And that should be key here tonight. And, again, as we said, it's a huge matchup here tonight. And the Lady Hornets, they just want to kind of keep things rolling as we're about 6 minutes away from tip. So what we'll do is we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the rest of the Brandon Outfitters pregame show. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Hey, Pete, check this out. Come here, little doggy. Sit.
Oh.
Sit.
You train your little doggy?
Yeah, but he's not doing any of his stuff. Shake.
Oh, maybe he's grumpy, you know? I mean, it is lunchtime, so.
Oh, right, it's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime,
That must be it. Little doggy.
It's okay. Does it taste good, though?
A little dog with a big bite. Little doggies, starting at $1.29. And save room for a molten cake sundae. This is how you Sonic.
Hey, wait in that door, Jim. All right.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Now, back to the Brandon Outfitters pregame show on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
And welcome back into the nest here in Perry, Georgia, to the Brandon Outfitters pregame show. And we'll continue things here, Tim, as Westfield, the Lady Hornets, again, they come into this contest overall 15-6 on the season and 4-2 in region standings. And they're hoping to improve on that mark, try to get to 16-6 and 5-2 in the region if they can get a victory here tonight. And how about we do this? Let's take a look at the Westminster Lady Wildcats starters here tonight. And we might go back over those a little bit later as I'm sure they'll be announced inside the arena here. But number 4, Anna Robertson will be starting at guard. Number 11, Bobby Wardwell will be starting at wing. Number 21, Amber Davis will be starting in the post. She's a senior. Zakira Goldsberry will be starting at guard. She's a sophomore. And Abby Robertson, her sister, will be starting in the post, and she's a junior. So
yeah, I was going to ask that, Brad. I didn't get time to ask that to find out if they were sisters there. They got the same last name.
I'm assuming they're sisters.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That would probably be the case. And here tonight for Westfield, we'll take a look real quick as they're kind of getting things set up here as the starting lineups. But I would venture to guess that number 4, Chelsea Whaley, will be starting here tonight. Number 32, Unique Tuberville. Number 33, Caitlin Mosley. Number 5, Whitley Young. And it looks like maybe number 35, Jerica Ratliff, might be starting here tonight as well. We'll have to wait to see. Or either number 20, Gracie Duggan. That's kind of been the rotation. I got a chance to talk, Tim, with John Bard early before the girls came out, and it looks like Jackie will play here tonight. She dressed up at Gatewood against the Gatewood Lady Gators, but she did not play in that game, and that was only one night after the doctor cleared her. So hopefully we'll see number 21, Jackie Bard, in the game at some point, and she's been injured for most of the season, Tim. So
okay, I was wondering, was that her brother we were talking with earlier?
Exactly, yeah, that's John Bard. So we're about to get the prayer and the national anthem here, and what we'll do is we'll take another quick break, and we'll be back with the firm starting lineups and the tip of the game. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Hey, Pete, check this out. Come here, little doggy. Sit.
Oh,
Sit.
you train your little doggy?
Yeah, but he's not doing any of his stuff. Shake.
Oh, maybe he's grumpy, you know? I mean, it is lunchtime, so.
Oh, right, it's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime,
That must be it. Little doggy.
It's okay. Does it taste good, though?
A little dog with a big bite. Little doggies starting at $1.29 and save room for a molten cake sundae. This is how you Sonic.
Hey, wait, that door, Jim. All right.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember.
Bring in the new year with kudzu from ComSouth. Once installed, you can't stop it from spreading entertainment, media, and communications throughout the entire home from room to room. The ComSouth Kudzu Whole Home DVR allows you to connect up to 5 TVs. And with the high-speed media gateway, digital cable, HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone services will all spread through your house like Kudzu 2. Stop by and learn more at any ComSouth location in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley, or go to comsouth.net.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hey, Pete, check this out. Come here, little doggy. Sit.
Oh,
Sit.
you train your little doggy?
Yeah, but he's not doing any of his stuff. Shake.
Oh, maybe he's grumpy. You know, I mean, it is lunchtime, so.
Oh, right, it's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime, yeah.
Must be it. Little doggy.
It's okay. Does it taste good, though?
A little dog with a big bite. Little doggies starting at $1.29 and save room for a molten cake sundae. This is how you Sonic.
Hey, wait a minute, though, Jim. All right.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Hey, Pete, check this out. Come here, little doggy. Sit.
Oh,
Sit.
you train your little doggy?
Yeah, but he's not doing any of his stuff. Shake.
Oh, maybe he's grumpy. You know, I mean, it is lunchtime, so.
Oh, right, it's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime, yeah.
Must be it. Little doggy.
It's okay. Does it taste good, though?
A little dog with a big bite. Little doggies starting at $1.29 and save room for a molten cake sundae. This is how you Sonic.
Hey, wait a minute, though, Jim. All right.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Now, back to the Brandon Outfitters pregame show on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
And welcome back into the Hornets Nest. I'm Brett Taylor alongside me, Tim Thompson, and we just got finished with the prayer and the national anthem. Also like to say a quick word. Mr. Phil Clark, who worked for WPGA in Macon, who did a lot of stats and stuff around Westfield School for probably the last 40 years or something. He passed away this week, and Westfield honored him inside the nest here. So just like to pass that along and say keep his families in your thoughts and prayers. As I'm sure they're going through a tough time right now, but Mr. Phil, he sent us a lot of good stuff over the past couple of years since we've been broadcasting Westfield football, basketball, and baseball. And I know we got some big stats updates from him during football season when Coach Jones, I believe, was going for his either 200th or 300th. I think it was his 300th overall win. And I think maybe he surpassed 200 as well. I can't remember but Mr. Phil was always in touch with those statistics for Westfield, and we, obviously like to pass on our condolences to his family.
It's tough. It's tough when someone like that, who's been around the program for so long, moves on. But yeah, we do want to offer our condolences.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got a lot of volunteers here at Westfield, and most of them are parents, but after their kids' 4 years or over, they normally stay around the program for a few years, but then they've got to kind of move on and follow their kids in college and all that stuff. And
that's right.
It's a little hard to follow them for that many years, but Mr. Phil was, as the MC said here tonight, the public broadcast announcer said, he just followed Westfield throughout the years since Westfield started back in the late 60s. So a big loss for the Westfield family, but, obviously he's in a better place, and we're thankful for that. But nonetheless, let's try to get some basketball here tonight, I guess, on a more happier note.
Yeah.
And but as we suspected, number 32, Unique Tuberville, will be starting here for Westfield. Chelsea Whaley, number 4, will be starting. Number 33, Caitlin Mosley will be starting. Number 20, Gracie Duggan, and number 5, Whitley Young. So those will be your starters for the Lady Hornets. And we're about to get things tipped off here, Tim, as the Lady Wildcats are out there ready to get things going, and number 21, Amber Davis, will be tipping. She'll be facing number 4, Chelsea Whaley here to start things. So we're about ready to get things going. 6:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's tip-off time here in the first quarter of the game. So Westminster comes down with a tip, and they will set things up here at the top of the key. Pass it over to left wing. That's number 11, Bobby Wadwell, who gets it out to number 22, Zakira Goldsberry, and gets it over to number 4, Anna Robertson. Shot is up, no good. Rebound down to number 21, Amber Davis. She's going to get it back on the left wing. Drive inside. Shot is up. No good. Rebound down to Davis. Davis shot underneath the goal is no good. Tuberville trying to gain possession. They're going to call a jump ball here.
Ooh.
And Westfield should gain possession. 7:32 left to go here in the first quarter. A lot of shots right there by Westminster, but just not able to come up with the basket. Chelsea Whaley does a good job breaking the press. Gets it to Whitley Young, and she's going to drive it up. Gets it out to Chelsea. Chelsea over to Caitlin Mosley. Mosley passes it to Whitley Young. Young all the way over to Duggan. And Duggan's on the right wing, trying to find somewhere to go. It throws it wildly.
Ball's
it's going to be
loose.
tracked down by the Lady Wildcats. Thrown ahead, and now a scrum for the ball, and Caitlin Mosley comes away with it. Mosley will drive up, gets it out to Duggan. Her shot is up and good. And just inside the three-point line, Duggan's shot puts Westfield on top. It's a good-looking shot there, Tim, as Gracie Duggan kind of stepped into it and made a great-looking shot inside over there on the right wing.
Yeah, that's what you talk about, good mechanics with the follow-through.
Yeah, absolutely, as Westfield takes an early lead here, up 2-0. And the Wildcats, the Lady Wildcats, are just kind of throwing the ball around the perimeter, and they're trying to get ball inside to Davis, and the ball is tipped away by Gracie Duggan. Chelsea Whaley comes away with it.
I'll tell you, Brett, if they're gonna succeed tonight, they're gonna have to keep Davis out of that middle there. She was really battling down in there.
As a bad pass by Whitley Young will go over to Westminster. I know I'm gonna get these two confused. Westfield and Westminster both got West in their name, and it's not an easy syllable to pronounce.
Go to the blue-white.
Absolutely. It's number 4 passes it to Davis. That's Anna Robertson. She gets it over to number 22, Zakira Goldsberry. Drives inside. Her shot is no good. Rebound down to Tuberville. Tuberville for the Lady Hornets. Driving all the way up court. Passes it. It's going to knock off Anna Robertson's knee for the Lady Wildcats and stay with Westfield. 2-0 your score. 5:54 to go here in the first quarter. And the Lady Hornets are on top here. It's been sloppy play so far, and looks like there was a push right there by Chelsea Whaley as she lost possession of the ball. So that'll be her first foul of the game. And Westfield will turn it over to the Lady Wildcats. Bringing it up is Robertson. She gets it over to her sister, Robertson, who gets it over to number 11, Wardwell, who gets it over to Goldsberry, who gets it back to Robertson, back to Goldsberry, left wing. Inside. Tries to get it to Davis. Davis finally comes down with it. She goes up. Her shot is off the mark, and rebound down to Tuberville, and it's saved. And Davis knocks Duggan out of the way, and she's going to get an offensive foul called on her as she pushed Gracie Duggan out of the way trying to get the rebound. A lot of physicality inside there. Chelsea gets it over to Whitley Young. Back to Chelsea. Chelsea all the way over to Caitlin Mosley, and Mosley's going to set things up left wing, drives inside. Pass it inside, bounce pass to Gracie Duggan. And Gracie's got all 4 points for Westfield here to start the game with only 5:09 left to go here in the first, and the Hornets are on top 4-0. Wardwell at the top of the key being guarded closely by Chelsea Whaley. Finally gets it over to Robertson, and Robertson going to drive left wing. Crosses over, shot is up, no good. Blocked partially by Unique Tuberville. The ball's on the floor, and Tuberville comes away with it, and they're going to say it's going to go over to Westfield as the ball was tipped away by, I believe, Amber Davis down in the inside there.
That's what it looked like to me. That's what I had.
So Tim agrees, and Westfield will get possession. It's a good call right there by the officials. Tuberville trying to get it inside of Duggan. She's going to walk with the basketball. She really had nowhere to go with it, Tim. Facing Amber Davis there on the inside, she kind of moved and couldn't get the pass off.
Yeah, that would have been better to take that one back out and reset that.
Yeah, just getting caught a little bit in transition, got caught in between right there, and Westfield turns the ball over to the Lady Wildcats. So the Wildcats will bring the basketball up. Checking into the game is number 3, Ashley Davis. And she gets it over to number 24, who also checked into the game, Avia Carter. Carter gets it back to Davis on the outside. And she gets it back out to Carter, who gets it over to Goldsberry. And Goldsberry's shot is up and good. And the Lady Wildcats get on the scoreboard for the first time here tonight. 4-2 your score. Full court press being employed. Caitlin Mosley breaks it. Mosley's going to be fouled from behind. Reach in right there on Wardwell. And that is number 11, Bobby Wardwell. So she will receive the foul. The ball is thrown in. Caitlin Mosley gets it to Chelsea Whaley. Whaley has the ball stolen away, and that's going to go over to possession, dual possession to the Lady Wildcats. 4-2 your score with 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Kind of a furious pace so far.
Yeah, I was going to say, Brett, the Wildcats just wanted that one a little more.
Yeah, absolutely. As Davis is on the left wing, passes it out to the other Davis at the top of the key. Not sure if they're sisters or not. She gets it over to Goldsberry. Goldsberry's shot is up and no good. Rebound down to number 11, Wardwell, who gets it back out to Davis. Davis has nowhere to go with it, and Gracie Duggan steals it away from the taller Davis inside. Westfield gets the ball back.
That was a good cut there to read that pass.
Absolutely. Cut off the passing lane there and comes up with the steal. As the ball's fumbled around a little bit, going to go off of Whitley Young's hand and turned over to the Lady Wildcats. 3:22 to go here first quarter. Westfield's on top, 4-2, but the Lady Hornets are struggling on the offensive end as they had at least 5 turnovers so far in the game.
Yeah, it looks like they're rushing a few of their passes. If they, maybe it's just the beginning of the game jitters.
Tuberville comes away with a huge block and another jump ball. And that's 3 jump balls so far in the game. And Westfield's going to get possession right back after the block by Tuberville. 4-2 your score with 3:08 to go here in the game, in the first quarter. Breaking the somewhat full court press here by Westfield. By Westminster. And Westfield gets the ball up. Chelsea Whaley at the top of the key, not really who you want running the point. Whitley Young, right wing, gets it out to Mosley. Mosley going to drive inside, passes it inside of Tuberville, who lays it up off the backboard, in for 2, 6-2 your score with 2:42 to go here in the first quarter. Nice give and go right there by the Lady Hornets, Tim.
Yeah, that's textbook right there.
Lady Wildcats, ball on the left wing, passes it to the top of the key to Davis, who gets it over to Wardwell. Wardwell drives inside. Right elbow shots off the mark. Rebound down to Duggan. It looked like it's going to tip off her foot and stay with the Lady Wildcats. 2:16 to go here in the first quarter, 6-2. Not a whole lot of scoring so far, Tim.
No. We just got to get in there, get the passes, try to find the open man, work the ball.
They've tried that. It just seems like they've had the passing lanes cut off a lot, and Westfield's also done a good job of that on the defensive end, as Westminster's only scored 2, but it's kind of a defensive battle so far. Davis drives in left wing, shot is up good, and that drive on the left baseline goes for 2 for the Lady Wildcats. Caitlin Mosley passes it to Whitley Young. Her shot is off the mark, rebound down to Wardwell. Davis in transition, gets it ahead to Goldsberry, drives right baseline. Tries to get into the Davis and is stolen away right there. Caitlin Mosley in transition, drives up, shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Chelsea Whaley, and the ball's tied up.
Another jump ball.
So that's 4 jump balls, and Jackie Bard gets her first action in about a month and a half for the Lady Wildcats as she checks in, and Chelsea Whaley's going to take a seat.
As a coach, Brett, that's what you want to see, though, the aggression. They're both out there fighting for that ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 4 tie-ups now, 4 tie-ups. And Westfield is on top by 2, 6-4 here late in the first quarter. As Robertson checks back in, throws a bad pass, and Jackie Bard comes away with the steal. Bard in transition, drives ahead. She's going to pull it right back out, had nowhere to go, and Davis Gardner close. Ball tipped away, and Jackie gets it back, gets it over to Mosley. Mosley at the top of the key. Gets it to Unique right wing. Inside to Duggan. Duggan goes up, shot is up and good.
Oh.
And you just can't they're not going to be able to contain Duggan if she's on that smaller guard on that right block like that. Number 24, Avia Carter was guarding her, and she just can't handle Duggan that far deep inside.
That's what I was thinking. The height's just not there. She used the glass perfectly.
Pass all the way over to Robertson. Her 3-ball is up and good and cuts the lead to 1. Nice looking shot right there.
It was.
8-7 your score. Mosley setting things up here with 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Inside of Duggan. Duggan shot is up and good, and she's going to go to the line for a chance of the old-fashioned three-point play.
So that was the same play as last time, Brett, like you mentioned.
Yeah, setting her up on the right block, as Tim mentioned, and then she uses that bounce, turns around, shot off the glass, in for 2, and then she's fouled on the way up by number 25, Abby Robertson. So good job right there by Gracie Duggan on the past 2 offensive possessions for Westfield, and she's going to go to the line here for a chance to extend the lead to 4. Shot is up and good. 11-7 your score with 22.3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Jerica Ratliff checks in for Gracie Duggan after the free throw is made, so she'll take a seat, and Chelsea Whaley checks back in as well, I believe for Whitley Young. Ball is tipped away by Jackie Bard, and Bard playing great defense so far, and she's going to force her way inside. Her shot is up, no good, and rebound down to Carter. Carter gets it to Davis, and her pass is too late, and Westfield will go into the second quarter on top 11-7 here at the end of the first quarter. You're listening to Lady Hornet Basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember. Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
And welcome back into the nest as the Lady Hornets are on top 11-7, about to start the second quarter here, and the Lady Wildcats kind of kept it close there in the first quarter by hitting a big three-point shot and then also making some good plays inside, but Westfield has found a little bit of offensive rhythm going inside to Gracie Duggan, but she's going to start this second quarter on the bench, and Chelsea Whaley trying to get things started here for the Lady Hornets. Jerica Ratliff with the ball out at the top, gets it over to Mosley. Mosley going to drive, throws it in to Jackie Bard. Bard's going to be fouled by number 4, Robertson, and Jackie induces a foul there on the inside. They're trying to exploit something in the Westminster defense there on the right block. Number 21, Davis, for the Lady Wildcats, comes in for Carter. She's going to take a seat.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, Brett. Somebody's feet got tied up. One of the Wildcats hit the floor, and the crowd was kind of upset.
As Mosley misses the shot, looked like maybe she was fouled on the play, and the Lady Wildcats get the basketball back. Trying to get it inside of Davis, and they just can't find her. The shorter Davis has the ball. She gets it over to the other Davis, who gets it over to Robertson, left wing. Her shot is up and good, and she's got a nice stroke right there. She cuts the lead to 2.
Good little rhythm jump shot there.
11-9 your score with 7:08 to go in the second quarter. Caitlin Mosley brings it up. She's going to pass it over to Tuberville, left wing. Tuberville to Jerica Ratliff, top of the key, who gets it over to Jackie Bard. Jackie, left wing, inside to Mosley. Mosley drives, shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Robertson, and they're going to call a foul inside. We'll see who that's on. It's going to be on Unique Tuberville. So 11-9 your score, and Tuberville is going to get the foul. Coming back in the game is going to be number 5, Whitley Young, and number 20, Gracie Duggan. Taking a seat is Tuberville and Jackie Bard. Bringing the ball up is Davis, number 3 for the Wildcats. Ball stolen away on the pass. Whaley going to take it up herself. Shot is up, no good. Rebound down to number 10 who checks in the game, Sibley McCallie. Davis all the way, has it blocked. Tipped away by Whaley, and Mosley's going to drive inside in transition. Her shot is up and good. Westfield extends the lead. Just a nice block right there inside by Duggan. Whaley comes away with it, passes it to Mosley up front, and she finishes off in transition. Davis at the top of the key gets it to Robertson. Robertson driving right wing. Back over to her sister. Trying to get inside to Davis. Goes off her hands, out of bounds to Westfield. And with 5:55 left to go here in the first half, Westfield is on top and has the basketball 13-9.
I tell you, Brett, the problems the Wildcats are having is turnovers and losing the ball.
Absolutely. They can't seem to get it inside to Davis, and bad passes are turning it over to Westfield. Westfield easily breaks the press. Gets it up, pass inside of Duggan. Her shot is blocked, and Robertson comes down with a rebound. Over to Goldsberry. Her shot is up and good from 3, and 3 balls are just keeping them in the game. And that's 13-12, your score with 5:31 to go. Whaley going to break the press easily again. She's going to drive inside, go around Davis. Her shot is off the mark, and good position inside by Robertson, who comes away with the rebound. She gets it to her sister. Robertson over to Goldsberry again, looking for the 3, but fumbled the basketball. She gets it back out to the outside of Robertson. Robertson left wing. Gets it over to McCallie. McCallie inside to Davis. Davis turns around, has the ball tipped away and stolen by Whitley Young. Young fouled. Goodness gracious, are they going to call something? She basically knocked her out with her arm. Rebound down to Mosley. That's terrible.
Yeah. Give him a helmet.
Mosley. Top of the key over to Whaley, right wing. Whaley drives inside. And it's fouled by Davis. Good job right there by Whaley, just taking it inside to the taller Davis. And they're going to call the foul on 10. Wow. Didn't see the foul right there on McCallie, but they call it on number 10.
Yeah, she must have got lost in traffic there, Brett.
She must have got smashed in between the two of them. The shot is up and good because Whaley went right into the body of Davis, and they just kind of stalemated there inside in the lane. So the first free throw's good. Second attempt forthcoming. That one is no good, rims out. And I tell you what, Whaley's had some troubles with that so far in this game.
That one was in and out. We got to have them.
McCallie has it left wing. 14-12 your score. Pass it inside to Robertson. Robertson nowhere to go. Back out to McCallie, over to Robertson, top of key. Top of the key, drives inside right wing. Shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Davis. Davis' shot is blocked, and she's out of bounds. No, they're going to say she was not, and it's going to go over to Westfield.
No,
I guess maybe they said Westminster.
Yeah, I was going to say, looks like
I guess maybe they said that the ball, she is fouled on the way in, and her shot is good, so she'll go to the line to try to take the lead for the first time for the Wildcats. Not so sure about that out-of-bounds call over there. It looked like she grabbed the ball while she was standing out. Must have hit the line, though. Not sure. Shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Whaley, and the ball game is tied with 4:13 to go here in the second quarter. Whitley Young takes a shot left wing. Her shot is off the mark, and rebound down to Davis. Robertson going to drive right wing. Gets it out to Goldsberry. Goldsberry walk, no call. Shot is up, no good. Goes out of bounds. And I don't know how she say that. They're going to call a foul on Whaley. And these officials better start calling some stuff because there's a lot of pushing going on and not many calls being made. Either way, I mean, you can't let it get out of hand.
Yeah, too many of them on the floor tonight. Looks like we're going to sub the whole team there.
Yeah, a wholesale change. Is Coach Champion not happy with the play of his team? And it's 14-all here with 3:48 to go here in the first half. Robertson with the ball at the top of the key. Goldsberry right wing. Over to Robertson right baseline. Top of the key to her sister Robertson. Over to Goldsberry, who drives, passes it over to Wardwell. Wardwell's going to take a 3. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Robertson. And Robertson is kind of stuck on the right baseline. Finally gets it out to Goldsberry. Goldsberry going to get it to the top of the key to the other Robertson and start things up again for the Lady Wildcats. Goldsberry takes a three. Her shot is way off the mark. And shot up, no good. It's going to go over to Westfield inside there on the tip out. 3:10 to go, and the score is tied, and Westfield has the basketball. Camille Ledford in, gets it to Bard. And there's going to be a foul after the steal, and the Lady Wildcats going to go to the line. It's just, what can you do?
Yeah, I tell you, Brett, that whole series right there looked a little sloppy.
Yeah, you just got to use your dribble. Stop trying to pass through it. There's one person defending, just drive around them and go up court. Shot is up and good, and the Lady Wildcats take a 3-point lead. Ball tipped away again. I mean, I'm not sure why Westfield can't break this press. Is really nothing to it. And the ball's thrown away, going to go over to the Lady Wildcats. You just thrown it a little too hard. 17-14 your score with 3:03 to go here in the first half. And Westfield thought Coach Champion was going to call a timeout, but he elects not to. Wardwell with the ball left wing. Over to Robertson. Gets it over to Goldsberry. Ball thrown away. Camille Ledford comes away with it. She dribbles it, loses possession, drives inside, and she's fouled on the way up. So she'll go to the line to cut it to a 1-point lead if she can make both.
Robertson, her second, team 6. Ledford at the line shooting 2.
So Camille Ledford with the nice steal comes away with it and gets fouled on the way up. Shot is up and good. 17-15 your score. Ledford. Second is on the way and good. 17-16 your score. So on the floor for Westfield is Mary Margaret Gilbert, Winter Williams, Camille Ledford, Jackie Bard, and Jerica Ratliff. Going to employ a little bit of a zone here. Goldsberry drives inside. Shot is up. No good. Rebound down to Jerica Ratliff. Ratliff clears some space and gets it to Jackie Bard. Bard going to drive, and she's going to be fouled by Goldsberry. 17-16 your score, and Westfield's got to be close to the bonus, you'd think. And she is.
Yep, I was going to say, Brett, that's what it looked like they were setting up for.
So 17-16 is your score. Westfield's in the bonus with 2:30 to go here in the first half. Jackie Bard is going to take the front end. Shot is up and good. Ties the game 17-all. She'll have the back end of this 1-1 with the game tied 17-all with 2:30 to go in the first half. Jackie spins it in her hand. Shot is up and good. Nice form right there, and Westfield takes back the lead 18-17. Got to think that the starters are sitting over there ready to get back in the game.
I tell you, if the subs can come in and just kind of keep it close.
Absolutely. Wardwell takes a bad shot, and they're going to call a foul inside on Davis. Not sure what happened there, but she might have thrown an arm. And that's going to be a 1-1 on the rebound, and Westfield's going to get a chance to maybe extend the lead here. Mary Margaret Gilbert going to go to the line. And the official, if I can read his lips correctly, he's saying she pushed her. That's what he's telling her, so.
Yeah, I know that's
what he's telling him.
That's going to be key to have to keep that box and protect that box down there.
Gilbert's first shot is up and good. And Westfield shooting very well from the free throw line. Let's hope we don't jinx him here. As Gilbert will try her second. And it is up and good. And Westfield takes a 3-point lead. So with the subs in, Westfield not only comes back, but they take a 3-point lead with 2:13 left to go here in the first half. And the Lady Wildcats are going to try to get things going again. But Westfield is on top right now, playing a little 2-3 zone. Tries to get it inside to Robertson. The ball tipped away, and Goldsberry finally comes away with it. Gets it all the way across court to Wardwell. And back out to Davis. Davis over to Goldsberry. Back to Davis. Over to Wardwell. Wardwell left wing. Back to Davis, top of the key. Over to Goldsberry, right wing. Pass it over to Wardwell. Wardwell trying to pass it all the way to Goldsberry. She's going to drive inside right baseline. Shot is up, no good. And rebound down to Robertson, and there's going to be a foul inside. Looks like Jackie Bard committed it.
Looked like their feet got tangled up, and she was leaning into her.
Absolutely, as Westfield is on top 20-17 with 1:34 to go here in the first half. Pass inside to Robertson. Her shot is blocked by Gilbert, and the ball's going to be tied up. It's going to stay with the Lady Wildcats. So Davis, take it out under the goal. Inside to Robertson, her shot is up and good, and she's fouled. Just can't give that space away inside. That's an awful job on defense.
Right, yep.
Not even a very good play design. She just steps up and nobody covers her. It's just awful. Robertson going to take a free throw to tie the game. Her shot is off the mark. Camille Ledford comes down with it. Gets it ahead of Jackie Bard, and it's going to be thrown a little too far. And again, not using the dribble, trying to pass out of it. I don't understand the logic, and the clock looked like it never started either. 1:23 to go here. Goldsberry drives inside, has the ball knocked away, and they're going to say that it goes over to Westfield. Wow. And the coach here, Greg Wilson, is beside himself wondering how the heck can that be, but Jackie Bard going to bring it up for the Lady Hornets. Gets it over, and the ball's kicked. Going to go out of bounds off number 24. That is Carter for the Lady Wildcats, and Westfield will retain possession with 1:09 to go here in the first half. Camille Ledford has it. Ball's tied up. Stay with Westfield. She turns right into the defender.
I was going to say, she turned the wrong way on that one. That ball bounced right up into her chest, and she turned right into it.
Youth showing a little bit here so far, but the Lady Hornets, the youngsters, have played pretty well to get back in this game. Camille Ledford drives right baseline. Shot is up. No good. Rebound down to Wardwell, and she walks. Wow. Quick whistle. It looked like they were just trying to fight for the basketball, but.
And to be honest with you, it looked like it was her own teammate. They were both battling for it.
Looked like maybe that was a quick whistle that got Westfield, but not so sure about that one. I had the same angle the official did.
Oh, they called a foul on her?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a walk.
Yeah, it was clearly, I thought, a walk, but they called a foul inside. These officials have been consistently inconsistent so far. Shot is up and good, and the game is tied. 20-all. Wardwell's second is good, and Lady Wildcats take the lead right back, 21-20. Ball is knocked away by Goldsberry. Got to be a foul somehow. She's all on Camille Ledford's body. Back to Ledford. Has the ball knocked away. Dribbling up. Got to get it across to Winter Williams. Winter Williams. And a timeout by Coach Chip Champion. And we'll take a break with them. Westfield is trails by 1, 21-20. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet Basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Bring in the new year with kudzu from ComSouth. Once installed, you can't stop it from spreading entertainment, media, and communications throughout the entire home from room to room. The ComSouth kudzu whole home DVR allows you to connect up to 5 TVs. And with the high-speed media gateway, digital cable, HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone services will all spread through your house like kudzu 2. Stop by and learn more at any ComSouth location in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley, or go to comsouth.net.
And welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. Ball stolen away, but Jackie Bard comes away with it, and they're going to call a backcourt right on the line with 40 seconds to go here. Coming in the game for the Lady Hornets will be number 10, and that is Mary Stevens-Hayes. 21-20 your score with 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Westfield, the Lady Hornets, are down by a point and have played most of this second quarter with what you would probably call the second unit, as Coach Champion is not happy with his starters, and they remain on the bench.
They're waiting for one last shot here, Brett.
Ball will be held at the top of the key. Under 20 seconds to go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and Davis gets in motion. Going to get over to Goldsberry, who gets it out to Wardwell. Wardwell all the way across court to Goldsberry. Her shot is up and no good. Rebound down to Hayes, and that'll run out the clock. And at halftime, Westfield trails by a point to the Lady Wildcats, 21-20 your score. So we'll take a quick break and be back with the start of the Planners First halftime show here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hey, wait a minute, though, Jim. All right.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Bring in the new year with kudzu from ComSouth. Once installed, you can't stop it from spreading entertainment, media, and communications throughout the entire home from room to room. The ComSouth Kudzu Whole Home DVR allows you to connect up to 5 TVs. And with the high-speed media gateway, digital cable, HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone services will all spread through your house like Kudzu 2. Stop by and learn more at any ComSouth location in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley, or go to comsouth.net.
Hey, Pete, check this out. Come here, little doggy. Sit.
Oh.
Sit.
You train your little doggy?
Yeah, but he's not doing any of his stuff. Shake.
Oh, maybe he's grumpy, you know? I mean, it is lunchtime, so.
Oh, right, it's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime,
That must be it. Little doggy.
It's okay. Does it taste good, though?
A little dog with a big bite. Little doggies starting at $1.29 and save room for a molten cake sundae. This is how you Sonic.
On the athletic field and in the classroom, students at the Westfield School are preparing to meet the challenging demands of the 21st century. Our dedicated faculty teaches and inspires students from pre-K to 12th grade to think critically and learn globally, preparing our students for college in a Christian environment that has been the Westfield mission for more than 44 years. And our students excel. From football to chorus, art to tennis, and basketball to debate, Westfield students aspire to be champions. It's the Westfield experience. To learn more about the Westfield School, visit our website, westfieldschool.org, or call our admissions office at 987-0547. The Westfield School, ready for college, ready for life.
Now back to Kenny and Brett with the Middle Georgia Sports Network's halftime show, presented by Planners First.
And welcome back inside the Hornets' Nest. I am Brett Taylor, alongside me, Tim Thompson. And we are at the start of the Planners First halftime show. Lady Hornets are down by a point, 21-20. But I tell you what, Tim, the second team for Westfield, they really played well there the latter part of the second quarter, coming in the game for a very frustrated first team. And Coach Chip Champion was very frustrated with his starters, and he brought the youngsters in, and they played pretty well.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to do that, Brett. Get them young guys in there, give them a chance, and let the starters take a look at it and see what they need to be doing and just kind of get their head about them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that gets some good experience for the youngsters, as you said, and then also Westfield, the Lady Hornets starters, get a chance to look and see, hey, this is what's going on in the game, and this is what you need to exploit when you get back in there. So leading scorer at halftime is Gracie Duggan with 9 points. Unique Tuberville with 2, Caitlin Mosley with 2, and Jackie Bard off she's on the mend here as she's got 3 points and back in the game. She's come off an injury reserve, so to speak, and that was a stat update brought to you by ComSouth, and we'd like to thank all our sponsors for all they do. ComSouth, David Reagan Ford, Brandon Outfitters, Planners First, Bill and Laura Amos, and Sonic, America's Drive-In. I was about to say, I know I'm missing one, but thank you to our sponsors as the Lady Hornets trail here at halftime, 21-20. And, Tim, what do you think are some of the things that the Lady Hornets are going to need to do here in the second half if they're going to come away with a victory?
I know they gave up too many easy baskets down there in the box. They're going to have to protect the box a little bit more, get a little more boards on defense, not let them get so many easy shots on the board down there. As far as offensive goes, I think they need to slow down and ensure that their passes are being made correctly and just focusing on where the ball is supposed to be going instead of just haphazardly throwing it. It looks like they've lost a lot of opportunities just by turning the ball over with the bad passes and some of the, like you were mentioning, some of the picking up the dribbles too early. I think they just need to settle down and focus and try to get the ball on the other side of the court, drive to the basket.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the problem that I've seen so far with the youngsters, and they were down by, I believe, 4 at one point and got it. They had the lead up to 3. They had a 3-point lead there late in the second quarter and just couldn't hold on to it, but they did a good job. They just had trouble passing out of the trap, and if they keep their dribble alive, I think that would help them out a lot more than trying to pass over top. When the starters come in, their passes are a little bit more crisp, so they can kind of do what they want. They really had no trouble between Caitlin Mosley and Chelsea Whaley with the getting out of the
right. I tell you, another thing they're going to need to do is they need to get that ball back to Gracie Duggan. She was on fire early.
Westfield found something offensively on that right block, and you're right. I think that maybe they need to try to go back to that, and when they start collapsing down on it, they can kind of kick it out and see if they can't get some big buckets on the outside.
Right.
Well, we got about 3.5 minutes left here to go at halftime, so what we'll do is we'll take a quick break and be back with the start of the second half. You've been listening to the Planners First Halftime Show here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network, and we'll be right back.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hey, Pete, check this out. Come here, little doggy. Sit.
Oh.
Sit.
You train your little doggy?
Yeah, but he's not doing any of his stuff. Shake.
Oh, maybe he's grumpy, I mean, it is lunchtime, so.
Oh, right, it's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime, yeah.
Must be it. Little doggy.
It's okay. Does it taste good, though?
A little dog with a big bite. Little doggies starting at $1.29 and save room for a molten cake sundae. This is how you Sonic.
On the athletic field and in the classroom, students at the Westfield School are preparing to meet the challenging demands of the 21st century. Our dedicated faculty teaches and inspires students from pre-K to 12th grade to think critically and learn globally, preparing our students for college in a Christian environment that has been the Westfield mission for more than 44 years. And our students excel from football to chorus, art to tennis, and basketball to debate. Westfield students aspire to be champions. It's the Westfield experience. To learn more about the Westfield School, visit our website, westfieldschool.org, or call our admissions office at 987-0547. The Westfield School, ready for college, ready for life.
Welcome back to the Middle Georgia Sports Network's Halftime Show, brought to you by Planners First.
And welcome back inside the nest. And we'd like to thank Planners First for that presentation of the halftime show here as the Westfield Lady Hornets trail at halftime 21-20 to a team they actually got blown out by 20 up in Augusta by earlier in the season. And they've really hung tight, especially with the youngsters in there. And Tim, I tell you what, it's going to take a very good effort here by the starters, I think, if they're going to pull away and get a victory here tonight for the Lady Hornets.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Brad. I'll tell you, it's probably going to be a free-for-all this next half. We're going to really see who really wants it more.
Yeah, absolutely, as the starting five coming back out for the Lady Wildcats. And looks like it's going to be the same for the Lady Hornets. As coming back out is Gracie Duggan, Whitley Young, Chelsea Whaley, Caitlin Mosley, and Unique Tuberville. So Westfield will be on defense to start, as the Lady Wildcats will have the ball. So 16 minutes to this second half to decide a very key region matchup, especially for the Lady Hornets. They are tied, they're in second place all by themselves and trying to get up into that top spot. Then get a loss by Gatewood. Ball thrown inside to Davis and tipped away by Mosley, tipped back by Wardwell, and she gets it. Her shot is up and good. And I tell you what, Westfield just a little bit unfortunate right there.
I tell you, but that's another one of them things. They pass too quickly.
Mosley has the ball at the top of the key. She's being guarded closely by Goldsberry. She gets it over to Duggan. Duggan out to Tuberville. And Tuberville going to set things up. Whaley has it left wing. In the dry baseline. Gets it over to Mosley, and the ball's thrown away, and Robertson comes away with it. Ball tipped away by Duggan, trying to be tracked down by Robertson. Robertson has the basketball, and knocked down right there was Goldsberry. Trying to set a screen, and Mosley just plowed through her. Trying to get the ball to Davis, but nowhere to go with it as Wardwell has the ball left wing. Gets it over to Davis, top of the key. Taller Davis with it now. She gets it to Robertson. Robertson over to her sister. And trying to throw it inside. Davis pushes away and gets it, but she can't do anything with it, and she passes it back out. 23-20 your score with 6:40 to go here in the third quarter. Robertson has the ball. She's driving at the top of the key, still on the outside of the three-point line. She's going to pass it over to Wardwell. Westfield's extended the defense out. Trying to get the ball inside to Davis. Ball tipped away by Whaley. So the Lady Hornets playing pretty good defense so far, and not much going for either team. Goldsberry has it. She's going to drive inside. Good block right there by Gracie Duggan. And Robertson throws it up wildly. Goldsberry has the ball at the top of the key, and they're going to call a jump ball, and Westfield has it. Just a lot of scrappiness going on down low. These officials are not into the game, it doesn't seem like.
Yep. It looks like Westminster came back with the press that they had success with right there at the end of the first.
And Whaley has it at the top of the key, gets it over to Mosley, and Mosley going to drive. Inside to Whaley. Whaley out to Duggan. Had the ball stripped away, and she gets back out to Mosley. Mosley over to Whaley. Whaley trying to go inside to Duggan, but nowhere to go. Over to Whitley Young. Whitley Young inside to Tuberville. Tuberville shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Robertson. Getting all kind of contact inside, and no call either way. So Wardwell has the ball left wing here in transition. She's going to bring it back out, set things back up with 5:41 left to go here in the third. Inside to Davis. Duggan knocks it away. Bad pass, and it's going to go over to Goldsberry. She barely saves it.
That was a nice save there.
And Duggan tips it away. And I tell you what, Westminster is just fortunate they have it. Goldsberry picked up her dribble, nowhere to go. And the ball tipped away by Duggan. Whitley Young going to track it down, and the ball's going to go out off of Goldsberry, and just bodies flying everywhere. Bodies flying everywhere.
Who wants it more?
Absolutely. And Whitley Young has the ball as Westfield will try possession here. A knockout punch basically by Davis. And Davis has got probably 3 fouls now. Yes, she does. She has 3 fouls with 5:15 to go here in the third quarter. Whaley wide open. Her shot is up and good, and Westfield cuts the lead to 2.
It don't get easier than that one.
Great inbounds play right there. So Robertson, top of the key over to Robertson, over to Wardwell. Wardwell out to Goldsberry. Goldsberry back to Robertson, right wing, who drives back to the top of the key, gets it over to Goldsberry. She's going to take a 3. Her shot is up. No good. Rebound down to Davis. Davis shot is up and good, and takes the 3-point lead right back. Whaley going to drive, pass it all the way over here to near side to Mosley. Mosley And drive inside, over to Whitley Young, over to Tuberville. Tuberville takes a baseline shot, no good, rebound down to Davis. Just not a lot you can do inside with Davis. She's just a very tall person and takes up a lot of space on the inside down there. Shot by Robertson is good, and a 5-point lead from the Lady Wildcats, and Westfield just a little frustrated throwing the basketball away. Tell you what, I just don't understand why they're having so much trouble with this team. I mean, Westfield, I've never seen them play as poorly as they have tonight. Maybe against Gatewood earlier in the year, but Gatewood was a really good basketball team. This team right here is just sloppy, and Westfield's playing right into their hands.
Right.
And they're going to call a foul. No, she stepped out of bounds, Goldsberry did, when she tried to tie up Mosley. Westfield's got to be a little bit more crisp with the passes. They're just lazy. Coming into the game is number 3, Davis, number 24, Carter. Taking a seat will be both Robertsons. Pass into Mosley, who gives it right back to Whaley, and Whaley breaks it easy. She gets it back to Mosley. Mosley, ball at the top of the key. She gets it to Tuberville. Tuberville drives. Nowhere to go. Passes it inside. See, just sloppy. I mean, you can't throw that pass.
Yeah, it's like they're forcing it, Brett. You got to give what they're going to take it.
Yeah, it's just very, very uncharacteristic. They're trying to make a great pass inside of a tight window.
Yeah. Just keep passing it, working the outside, wait till you get you an open lane. It's like they're trying to squeeze it in there.
Ball tipped away by Mosley, who passes it ahead to Whitley Young, goes up, layup, and it is good, and she cuts the lead to 3.
Who was that there, Brett?
Whitley Young with a nice layup in transition. Good pass by Caitlin Mosley. Pass inside to Davis, right elbow. Drives outside, gets it to Goldsberry. Goldsberry drives left baseline. Her shot is up, no good, but foul, and they're going to say it's on the way up. Wow. If that's a shooting foul, this is the NBA. Wow. Continuation has made its way into high school basketball. 28-24 is your score. That is an awful call. Second shot is up and good. 29-24. Correct foul call, but it was not in the process of shooting.
Read it out.
Whaley gets it back over to Mosley, and Mosley going to set things up with 2:51 left to go here. Inside to Tuberville, and she's being fouled the whole way. And Westfield will take the ball down underneath the basket on the baseline. 29-24 your score with 2:49 to go here in the third quarter. Inside to Duggan. Duggan back out to Whaley at the top of the key, and she's going to set things up here for Westfield. Over to Whitley Young. Whitley Young pass it out to Mosley. Mosley has the ball knocked away, and tripping right there is Goldsberry, and she turns the ball over to Westfield. 29-24 your score. And Westfield has the basketball out, or back, excuse me. Coming out of the game is Goldsberry. Checking in is McCallie and Robertson. Whaley drives inside and has the ball blocked. You're going to say it stays with Westfield, hits off the top of the goal.
What'd they call there, Brett?
It's a dead ball that hit the top of the key, but it went off of her hand because it was blocked. So it was the right call. Pass all the way over to Mosley. Mosley's three-point shot, no good. Rebound down to Whaley, and Whaley's tripped over there by Robertson, I think. No, by McCallie. Taking the ball out underneath the goal. Nice bounce pass into Tuberville, and she hits the two-point shot, cuts the lead to 3, 29-26. Trying to get in a little press, and the foul call right there on Caitlin Mosley.
Westfield coming back with their own little press.
Yeah, just trying to create some turnovers of their own as Robertson comes in for Davis. Davis is going to take a seat here. 2:04 left to go here in the third quarter. Westfield trails by 3. Carter sets a screen for Davis at the top. And Robertson has the ball now. Back to her sister, Robertson, who gets it out to Carter. Carter throwing inside, and the ball tipped away by Duggan. Good job right there on the inside.
Great D.
Mosley ahead to Whaley. Whaley going to pump fake, keeps her pivot foot. Good job right there. And Mosley has the top of the key. Tuberville driving inside. Wow. All kind of contact, and they call a walk. Tell you what.
I'm not so sure her own player didn't interfere with her right there to cause her to have to pick that dribble up.
I think she just got hit by a defender. Poorly as Westfield played, it has been a very sloppy game all the way around from both teams and the officials. I'm going to be the first to tell you that. Davis drives inside, back outside to Robertson. Robertson drives, trying to get it to Davis, nowhere to go. 5 seconds, and they call a timeout. So we'll take a timeout with them with 1:06 to go in the quarter. Westfield trails by 3. You're listening to Lady Hornets basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest.
And welcome back inside the Hornets' Nest. Sorry we had to cut that a little short, but starting it quick here. 30-second timeout is now not 30 seconds. As the layup's good there from Westminster, 31-26 your score. Caitlin Mosley bringing it ahead for the Hornets. Whitley Young drives over to Duggan. Inside 45 seconds. Over to Mosley. Mosley inside to Whitley Young. Young. Nice move. Shot is up. No good. Rebound down to Robertson. Just got to make those shots.
Yeah, she was in perfect position. Just
Point
missed
blank.
it on the board. Missed it off the board.
You got to go up and press her here. Don't let her stand with the basketball.
There you
Tipped
go.
it away. Good job right there. Make her drive it. Good job on defense. Ball stolen away and a foul. Good job right there by Caitlin Mosley. I tell you what, not allowing them to keep the basketball. So Whaley will take it out to Mosley. Mosley going to bring it up. Mosley being fouled and no call. What game? I don't understand what game they're watching. That's a clear foul. She bodied her the whole way down. That's awful. And the shot is no good. And we'll go into the fourth quarter with Westfield trailing by 5. You're listening to Lady Hornets basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Hey, Pete, check this out. Come here, little doggy. Sit.
Oh.
Sit.
You train your little doggy?
Yeah, but he's not doing any of his stuff. Shake.
Oh, maybe he's grumpy, you know? I mean, it is lunchtime, so.
Oh, right, it's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime, yeah.
Must be it. Little doggy.
It's okay. Does it taste good, though?
A little dog with a big bite. Little doggies, starting at $1.29. And save room for a molten cake sundae. This is how you Sonic.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
And welcome back inside the Hornets' Nest. The Lady Hornets trail by 5, 31-26. And it'll be the start of the fourth quarter here as the Lady Hornets again trail by 5 here. And so far in the only 6 shots made there for the Lady Hornets. One by Whaley, one by Whitley Young, and one by Unique Tuberville. So Whaley has 2 points in the game. And I tell you what, that's a surprise so far, as the Wildcats will have possession to start. Davis has it, gets it to Robertson, inside to Wardwell. Wardwell walks with the basketball, and it goes over to Westfield. Not too happy is Wardwell with that call.
Needs some help down here.
Inside to Mosley. Mosley gonna just dribble it ahead. Good job dribbling. Over to Whitley Young, who gets it to Duggan. Duggan over to Whitley Young. Inside to Mosley. Mosley Out to Whaley. Whaley is fouled and no call. Just don't understand what game they're watching. So bad. And the ball's stolen away. Pass ahead to Wardwell, and the ball is blocked. Good block by Duggan. These officials are, I hate to say it on the broadcast, but they're really bad. That was a clear foul. Ball stolen away by Duggan. Good job on the inside on Davis. And Westfield continues to trail by 5 with 7:14 to go here. Whaley with the ball, left wing. Over to Whitley Young. Young drives inside. Over to Whaley, right wing. Whaley looking to drive right baseline. Gets it over to Whitley Young, over to Mosley. 6:56 to go here in the game. Mosley at the top of the key. Gets it over to, no, looked like she was going to pass it, but she doesn't. Gets it to Whitley Young. Young back to Mosley. Mosley inside of Tuberville. Tuberville drives. Shot is up. No good, and Davis is going to be called inside for the foul.
Is that 4 on her?
That's her 4th foul. She just uses those off arms to try to create some space, and she's going to come out of the game, it looks like, as Carter's at the table. And she's going to replace Davis. And Whaley has the ball out for Westfield underneath their own basket. Over to Mosley, and the ball is too high. Tracked down by Robertson. Shot is up and good. Whaley with the ball here on the right timeline. Passes it all the way across to Whitley Young. Over to Mosley. Mosley at the top of the key. And Jackie Bard's going to come to the table, try to check in here. Westfield down by 7. Inside to to Duggan. Has the ball stolen away. Golly. Wardwell, right wing. Gets it out to Davis. Davis over to Robertson at the right wing. 6 minutes to go. Westfield trails by 7. Davis drives inside. Gets it to Wardwell, left wing. Back outside to Davis. Davis to Robertson. Robertson inside to Wardwell. Wardwell passes it to Davis on the outside. Her shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Tuberville, and she is clearly fouled, no call. Pass ahead to Mosley. Mosley drives inside, and they're going to call a way up, and Mosley will go to the line. Wow. This guy over here says she's on the way up. That's this is awful. This has turned into a funny farm. This is awful.
So whose call was that, Brett?
They called an offensive charge on that. Whaley tips the ball away. Shot is up and good, and Westfield goes to the line. These guys shouldn't even be reffing a middle school game. They're terrible. Absolutely awful. 33-28 your score with 5:28 to go here in the game. Shot is up and good. And Whaley finally gets on the board here. 33-29 your score. Westfield trails by 4. And Goldsberry breaks the press, passes out to Wardwell. Her shot is off the mark. And the putback is good. 35-29 your score now. Whaley has it. Pass it over to Mosley. Mosley drives. Pass it out to Tuberville. Tuberville. It's like bowling pins, and she's on the way up. And they're going to give the Westminster coach a warning. Not sure what the warning was on, but he just went and stood by the door. Shot is up and good. 35-30 your score. Five minutes to go in the game. Westfield trails by 5. Second is up and good. And they now trail by 4. Ball almost stolen away, but Davis comes up with it. And she's tripped, no call. Wow. That's got to be a call either way. I just don't understand. It's got to be something. Pass into Mosley. Mosley. And she's fouled. And Westfield's in the bonus. They'll shoot 1 and 1. I don't think these officials really know where they are.
I don't know, Brett.
I know you're
I just don't know.
You don't like to make any waves, but I tell you what, this is bad. Really bad.
I think they just got to get a hold of it. Don't let it get too far out of their hand.
35-31 with 4:51 to go in the game. Westfield trails by 4. Shot is up and good. 35-32 your score. 4:51 to go in the game. 35-32 is your score, and Mosley's at the line for the chance at the back end of the 1 and 1. Second shot is up and good. Goldsberry breaks the press. She drives up. Her shot is up and good. She extends the lead back to 4. 37-33 your score. Mosley drives ahead. Pass inside to Duggan. Her shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Robertson. Can't miss shots. That's 2 or 3 of them point blank. Robertson over to Goldsberry. Goldsberry inside to Wardwell. Her shot is up and good. 39-33 your score. Wow, they're going to call a push-off. And Coach Champion going to take a timeout. We'll take a break with him. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet Basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
And welcome back inside the Hornets' Nest. Westfield trails 39-33, and Caitlin Mosley just got called for a foul, trying to create some separation, breaking the press. 39-33 your score with 4:12 to go here in the game.
I tell you, Brad, I don't know the number, but that Wildcat player, she showed you how you're supposed to break down that press. You just drive through it, take it to the basket, and good things happen.
That was Goldsberry, I believe, number 22. Robertson going to take it out for the Lady Wildcats. She gets it into her sister, Robertson. Gets it back to the other sister. Pass off the backboard, rebound down to Whaley, who gets it to Duggan. Westfield going to set things up here. 4 minutes to go. Westfield still got a shot here, only down 6. Whitley Young with the ball, left wing. She drives inside, passes it to Tuberville. Tuberville gets it to Whitley Young, back out to Whaley. Whaley going to drive. Pass it over to Duggan. Duggan to Mosley. Mosley right wing. Out to Tuberville. Tuberville to Duggan. Duggan going to take a shot left elbow. No good. Rebound down to Mosley. Mosley didn't dribble. Shots up. No good. Rebound back down and tipped away. Robertson comes away with it. Just, I don't know if these officials have seen a foul inside yet on a shot. Just, I don't know. Can't even make an excuse for them. They're just that bad. And dumbfounded. Robertson, top of the key. Drives left wing. Back to the top of the key. Over to Robertson, her sister. Passes it to Goldsberry. They're not going to take a shot because they don't need to.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If I'm the coach, I'm spreading it out, trying to eat the clock.
Robertson with the ball at the top of the key. Over to Goldsberry, right wing. Goldsberry. Pass it out to Carter at the top of the key. Carter just standing there, who passes it to Robertson. Robertson back to her sister. And they're just dribbling around outside. This is why high school basketball needs a shot clock. This is awful. And that's a moving screen, no call.
See, that's where they should have pinched it right there when she got outside there, her support.
They have dribbled off basically a minute and a half almost. And an illegal screen. Wow. .25 with the foul, Robertson. And coming back into the game is going to be Davis with 2:08 to go. Westfield trails by 6, 39-33. Into Mosley, 2:07 to go. Over to Whitley Young, who gets it to Whaley. Whaley, top of the key. Over to Mosley, Tuberville. Tuberville drives. Gets it out to Whitley Young. Young, over to Mosley. Mosley pump fakes. Drives inside. Shot is up, no good, but she is fouled on the way up with 1:49 to go. Chance to cut it to 4 if she can make both. That would be huge. Do that and then maybe get a steal. And 32 at the line. 39-33 your score. Shot is up and good. .39-34 your score. Westfield trails by 5. Second is up and good too. And Westfield now trails by 4. 39-35. Pass in to Robertson. Robertson with the ball at the top of the key. She's trying to be cut off. She drives inside. Nowhere to go with it. Has it stolen away by Duggan. And Duggan's going to drive in. Has the ball stolen away and almost a walk right there by Goldsberry. Somebody needs to get on her.
Yeah, she dribbled right into that one, Brett. She should have did a crossover. Could have got on the other side of her shoulder and taken it to the hoop.
And a foul right there to stop the clock with 1:15 to go, down 4. And that was the opportunity for Westfield. They could have converted on that steal. They could have cut the lead to 2, and it would have been a game. Right now it's a 4-point game with 1:15 to go. Shot is up and good. And that might be all she wrote. 41-35 your score. Whaley drives ahead. Pass the head to Tuberville. Tuberville inside and foul, and that'll be 5 on Davis.
So she's out, and that should be 2 more if Tuberville's on like she was earlier.
So with a minute to go, and it is on 21, and she's out of the game. Carter comes in for her. Tuberville at the free throw line. 41-35 your score with a minute to go. Shot is up and good. Second one is up and good. 41-37 your score.
I tell you, she ain't the one you want to foul.
Nah, she's been very good this season, and Kenny and I have talked about how much improved she is from the free throw line. We'll take Westfield takes a timeout. We'll stay here. 41-37 your score with a minute to go. So Westfield has cut it to 4 with a minute to go. What do you think Westfield's got to do? They got to get some pressure on the ball, don't you think?
Yep, they got to get some pressure on the ball, and they got to make them shots count. When they get that ball down inside, they got to get it in the basket.
And they can't turn the ball back over after a steal. Nope. So Westfield's going to come out in a zone, in a press, see if they can't cause some havoc here for the Lady Wildcats. 41-37 your score with a minute to go in the game.
Don't give them the free stuff.
Goldsberry gets the ball, almost stolen away there, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line. Well, no, they don't even have it. They're not even in the bonus yet, so they had a foul to give. They'll have to take it out underneath the goal with 56 seconds to go.
Yeah, but this is where Westfield needs to focus. They gave up too many easy ones early on under the basket.
And they just throw it out to Wardwell, and they're going to make her dribble it around. They're going to need to foul her. Foul her. And they finally do. And that foul will go against Whaley with 48 seconds to go in the game. 41-37 your score. Robertson at the line with a chance to extend the lead to 6. Her shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Tuberville. Tuberville has the ball knocked away. She's going to pass it to Mosley. Mosley almost fouled. She crosses over, gets the ball back, gets it over to Duggan. 35 seconds, got to shoot the basketball. And the shot is up, no good. And it's going to be a foul inside, going to go over to the Wildcats. And with 27 seconds to go, and it looks like Mosley got girls hurt, and you're yelling cheaters don't win. Goodness gracious. Caitlin Mosley is down on the court. So we'll take a quick break and be back. Hopefully she can get back to the game, but it's not looking great. Take a quick break. You listen to Westfield Basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember. Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back inside the Hornets' Nest, and Caitlin Mosley hopefully just has a sprained ankle or something of that effect, as Wardwell is at the line. Her shot is up and good. She extends the lead. Good news for Westfield is in the region standings, even if they lose this game, as the second shot is up and good, they will still be in second place in the region. And depending on what Augusta Prep does tonight, Westminster could still be at the bottom of the region. So that's a saving grace. As Whaley drives inside, shot is off the mark. She gets the ball back under 20. Shot is up, no good. And rebound back to Whaley. Her second shot is up, good. And rebound down to Carter. And Carter's foul. With 11 seconds to go, 43-37 is your score. And Westfield looks like they're going to drop their third region game here tonight. And again, they will be 4-3 in the region. Westminster will be 3-3 in the region. So Westfield still will be in second place in the region. Carter's shot is up and good. 44-37 your score. Carter's second on the way, and no good. They're going to say she left early, and Westfield trails by 7. Whaley inbounds to Whitley Young. Gets it over to Jackie Bard, who came in for Mosley. Ahead to Duggan. Her shot is up, no good. And Tuberville just got knocked completely down and no call. 0.8 seconds. And foul on Jackie Bard. .44-37 your score. And this game will go to the Westminster Lady Wildcats here tonight. (45-37) is your score after that make. Second is up and no good, and that should be the end of the game, and it is. The Lady Wildcats win here tonight, 45-37. We'll take a quick break and be back with the Bill and Laura Amos postgame show. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet Basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
No rest for the Hornets as the Pinewood Patriots look to get some revenge from the state championship in football as they take the long trip up to take on the Hornets on the hard court. Both Westfield squads are near the top of the region as they step out of region play tomorrow to take on Pinewood. Tune in for all of the action as the ladies tip at 3 o'clock, followed by the boys tipping at 4:30, only on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. The Middle Georgia Sports Network would like to thank all of its basketball sponsors for making this season's broadcast possible. Those valuable sponsors include Brandon Outfitters, Planners First, Com South, Sonic America's Drive-In, David Reagan Ford, and proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics, Bill and Laura Amos.
Waking up to ash and dust. I want my everybody hands go up.
With all of your game stats, impact players, and analysis of the game, welcome into the MidGASports.net postgame show, presented by Bill and Laura Amos, proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics.
And welcome back into the Hornets Nest to the Bill and Laura Amos postgame show. And Tim, tough loss here tonight for the Westfield Lady Hornets, 45-37. Caitlin Mosley got injured on the night, so not sure what her status is for tomorrow's game, but just a tough way to lose.
Yeah, that's always tough right there when you lose one of your better players coming down the stretch.
So we'll go right into it as final stats. Looks like for the game, Gracie Duggan had 9, Tuberville had 10 points, so she led all scorers, and she will be the Sonic player of the game here tonight as Unique Tuberville leads all scorers for the Lady Hornets with 10 points. The Lady Hornets fall. So what we'll do is take a quick break and check back in at about 8:05, and we'll be ready for the tip of the boys game. You've been listening to Westfield Lady Hornet Basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network would like to thank all of its basketball sponsors for making this season's broadcast possible. Those valuable sponsors include Brandon Outfitters, Planners First, Com South, Sonic America's Drive-In, David Reagan Ford, and proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics, Bill and Laura Amos.
Waking up to ash and dust. I want my
No rest for the Hornets as the Pinewood Patriots look to get some revenge from the state championship in football as they take the long trip up to take on the Hornets on the hard court. Both Westfield squads are near the top of the region as they step out of region play tomorrow to take on Pinewood. Tune in for all of the action as the ladies tip at 3 o'clock, followed by the boys tipping at 4:30, only on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.